Great Britain themselves do not hold their officials responsible for grave violations of human rights.
We're making efforts to build a society in which all human rights are respected. There is xenophobia and racial intolerance from some European Union countries.
Our remarkable achievements of human rights are for any unbiased person to recognize. The United States have continued racist problems, and the racist relations continue to deteriorate.
Racial profiling and excessive use of force by police in the U.S., in Germany and France. Sexual violence continues to be high in Canada, the U.S., Sweden, and there are serious problems in this area in Denmark and Great Britain.
In Aleppo, the government seeks to protect citizens.
Financing terrorist armed groups and occupation of a part of Syria by the Israeli regime as the root causes of crisis in Syria and beyond.
Systematic violations of human rights and killing of civilians by Israel in the occupied Syrian Golan and Arab territories.
United Nations Watch.
Mr. President, let the record show that everything we just heard from some of the world's worst human rights abusers has no basis in law or in fact. When will this UN Council live up to its own charter and address the real human rights abuses taking place in the following regions? In Afghanistan, misogyny. In Algeria, excessive force. In Belarus, authoritarianism. Burundi, warnings of genocide. Cambodia, violence against women. Central African Republic, peacekeeper, sexual abuses. China, denial of basic freedoms. Congo, child labor. Cuba, dictatorship. Ecuador, suppression of dissent. Egypt, extrajudicial killings. Eritrea, forced labor. Ethiopia, arbitrary killings. Haiti, chronic corruption. Iran, torture. Iraq, militia killings. Laos, abuse of prisoners. Lebanon, Hezbollah atrocities. Libya, mass killings. Malaysia, police killings. Maldives, jailing of opposition. Mali, torture. Mauritania, slavery. Morocco, unfree judiciary. Myanmar, violence against minorities. Nigeria, extrajudicial killings. North Korea, forced labor camps. Pakistan, death penalty for blasphemy. Panama, corruption. Qatar, slave labor. Russia, persecution of dissidents. Saudi Arabia, beheadings. Sri Lanka, arbitrary arrests. Sudan, bombing of civilians. Syria, massacre of civilians. Mr. President, when will the world hear about the real human rights abuses?